Hello everyone, and welcome back to my crafting world. My name is Anna. Well, I finally finished my project and I wanted to show you guys how it turned out. But first of all, let me show you what I had left over from the paper pad. I had a few of the cut aparts, the ephemera page. I had this left over as far as scraps, and that was it. I didn't think I was gonna have enough, guys. I was really worried. But anyway, so this is all I had left over, and I'm just glad I had enough. So here we go, guys. Here is my hat travel case, and this is how it turned out. Let me see if I can get you some better light. I know my light ringing. I have two lights, but I don't think either one's gonna be any good. Anyway, this is how it turned out. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. After I covered it, I put some flowers here. I put some trim on the side. And there's some little heart, gold glitter hearts there. Put a little bottle of perfume, and of course my heart cluster, my flower cluster. And this I actually have had in my stash forever. And this is one of the cut parts, and I put it up on foam on top of the existing dress that was there. And then I added a little bling at the bottom, and on her little flower cluster right there I just added some pearls and some little bling, and a little tiny little rose on her hair. And on the top I did another flower cluster. This is the handle, and yes, it does support the weight. And there are a few things that I didn't have that I just don't want to go out to the store to get, so I made do with what I had. The handle is glued on with hot glue, and then I just put a little leaf on there with a heart, with a bow. And then this is trim that I had in my stash. That goes all the way around. There's nothing at the bottom so that it can still stand on its own. I wanted feet, you know, the little rubber ones, but again, I'd have to go to the store. And the back remained the same. There we go. And I just thought it was so adorable. Okay, so when we open it up, it goes this way. You got the little tab to open it with. And then it opens like this. And on the lid I use some of the cut aparts, the ephemera cut aparts. And then here is more of the, you know, I don't know what it's called, but you know, this is a die that I have in my stash. Put some leaves on there with a flower. Picture can go right there. The little shoes, the little dress form, her lipstick, and then she's looking in the mirror. Super, super cute. And then on the seam binding, I just glued 2 flowers back to back so it doesn't get lost. You know exactly where it's at. It's easy to grab. So you pull this up, and it helps lift the album up. And that is what the inside looks like. It remained the same. There we go. And yeah, so super cute. I just love this. So this is the album, and this is what I did on the outside. Of course, you know that I put the seam binding around the front and back covers. Let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see. Okay, so right here I put more of this trim on the side. I put a perfume bottle right here up on foam, cluster of flowers, and I put these little hearts that came out of the hearts that I just showed you from the box, and a little bit of bling here and there. And I didn't want to cover this because it's so pretty. And then this is the side. I just put some, you know, some of that trim on there, that ruffled trim, with some beading in the middle. And I did double up on the ruffle just so it'll look fuller. And then I put a you know, a bow right here on the top, and the back remained the same. Okay, so when I open it up to the first page, I put a pocket right here, put some pearls around here with a little bow, and then these are just picture mats, and this one is not glued all the way down. That way, if I need to, or somebody needs to put a picture in there, under there, it can be done. So there's that one. And then these are the cut aparts, and they're so pretty. I just didn't want to, you know, waste them. So I put them in here. And then on this side, of course, you know, it's got that pocket, put the little table, her shoes. I put little hearts on her shoes. Oh, let me zoom you back out. Okay, put some little hearts on her shoes, put some little bling on there, and this is some ruffled trim that I had in my stash, and I put some pearls on the top. And these are some more picture mats from the cut apart page, you know, so I just matted them. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and that goes in there. Then I flip the page over, and of course, you know, this is the belly band, and I made a couple of mats with the cut aparts, nothing on the back. And then I made this little booklet. I just put an image right there, and again, that one is not glued all the way down. A couple of little pearls on the side. Open it up. I've got this little mat right there, pink right here. Again, it's not glued down, and this one isn't either, in case the picture needs to tuck in there. And on the back, I actually had enough to do the back. So there is that mat. Oh, there's that mat and these. And then on this side, as you remember, I made this little waterfall with a magnet, okay? And I put one of the cut aparts from the ephemera page. I put the vase. I put a bow on the vase, and I put little bling, a couple pieces of bling, and a flower, 2 flowers in the little vase. I just thought that was so cute. And then I put some pearls right in the center of the, you know, the little arm that holds the waterfall down. And then on the next page, I made, I cut out, these are Heartfelt Creations. I cut these out, and these aren't on there permanently, just because that way you know, they can be taken off and either measure a picture, or, you know, just cut one on top. But they're the same. And I put some flowers on this side, and a little perfume bottle, flowers on the top, another perfume bottle, and these are from the cut aparts. And then I left this open to tuck something in there. So again, I've got 2 little cut aparts in there. And then this one as well, it's got, you know, the little pocket on the side. You can put pictures on the back, or journal, whichever. And there's that. And then on this page is a little busy. So this is for the picture, just because I didn't want to cover her up. Put a couple of leaves on there with some flowers, and I did use some bling here on this side. And then this, I had this swirl, the filigree, whatever you want to call it, was in my stash. So I went ahead and put that on there. And then this perfume bottle, I put on foam just to give it some dimension. There was a picture of the exact bottle under there, so I thought I would go ahead and add some dimension to it. And here's another piece of that heart die. And then on this side, actually, you know what, guys, this particular page, or, you know, this right here, the shutters, it comes from another line. It is from, what was it from? It was one of the Mente Suntastic or something like that. I can't remember right now. But I just took the page out of that. It was the 6x6 that I had, and I cut it in half, and I, you know, made it into, you know, workable shutters. So right here, it's got a little vase hidden back behind the shutters, and on the little flowers that it had on there, I covered a couple of the flowers with some little hearts, and the little hearts come falling down, so I thought that was kind of cute. And I close it with this seam binding that opens up. Of course, this is not connected, so it opens up. A couple of perfume bottles right here, the little mirror, the lipstick, some leaves, and you know, you can put, you know, the tiny little pictures or journal. And then this one opens up this way, put some of the ephemera there, and then you can actually put pictures on this side as well. Okay, so I kind of like that. Okay, and then on the last page, it was so busy. Again, you know, it was a busy paper pad, but all I did was put some more seam binding bows with flowers in the center, and that was all I did here, because if a picture is going to go somewhere, it's going to cover most of that busyness going on. That's why I didn't do any, you know, much to it. And then the back stayed the same, and I simply loved this project. And then of course fits back into the case, and we are done with this project, guys. I had fun making it. I love it, and I think the next one I make, I'm gonna make smaller, probably with my Cricut. That way I don't have to worry about cutting everything out. But there you go, guys. I really, you know what, guys, I really love her little dress, you know, because it's dimensional, and I just love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking by me and seeing this through to the end. Hope you give it a try.